Hi everybody, and welcome back to another Shearer Smokes. And before I tell you where I am today, just a quick thank you to everybody who watched and commented on the last two videos. I know they came out pretty close together, just due to my days off, so thank you very much for taking the time to tune in and watch both episodes. The comments I got back were just brilliant, especially about the Zippo collection and conference, which was really interesting to hear other people and their interest in Zippos. And as for the comments on the Stirling Castle visit, that was great to read as well, and just proves the point that sometimes you don't really appreciate what's on your doorstep. I pass by Stirling maybe once, twice a week, and of course the skyline is dominated by the castle up there on the crag, and it's not until you actually take the time to go and visit that you realise just what an amazing piece of architecture it is. And a lot of that is due to thanks, which I should have mentioned at the time, to the Stuart Kings. We're talking James IV, V and VI, who all had an influence on how the castle was built and developed. And of course it has stood the test of time, and it is something really wonderful to have, as I say, right on our doorstep. And so from man-made spectacular structures, we come to a bit of natural beauty, and I'm here in Linn Mill, and here's a little video just to give you a close look of where I am. So I'm here in Linn Mill on another beautiful September morning, and behind me, just over my shoulder, as you saw in the video, is what's known as the Small Falls. And where I'm filming is actually the location of an old mill. I could not find any info on what the mill was used for, but I did meet a guy in a different part of the woods who was out walking his dog, who's local to here. And he told me that in another part of the woods there's actually remains of an old brickworks. There was 3 or 4 in this area, and when he's been out walking his dog, he's actually come across bricks that have dated back to 1872. So I think that might be worthwhile taking a little visit, perhaps on my next day off, if the weather holds, and that could be quite interesting. There is a remains of one of the old chimneys where they used to dry the bricks. So no better place to enjoy a smoke. So I'll keep that possibly for next week. But today, as I say, we're here in Linn Mill. And to give you an idea of where that is, I did a video a few months ago now on the towers of Clackmannan. And one of the towers was Clackmannan Tower itself. And here's a view of the tower from the old railway line, which is probably just about half a mile from where I'm right in the spot now. So that gives you an idea of the area I'm in. So that was Clackmannan Tower, and the guy I was talking to today, who was out with his dog, that's where he comes from. And interestingly, he was out collecting hazelnuts, which he takes home, then roasts and puts through melted chocolate, and then lets it reset. Which I thought was quite a novel idea. Bit of the hunter-gatherer going on. So I had a really good chat with him, and it's great to get some local knowledge. He was unable to tell me what this mill was used for, but as I said, he did mention about the brickworks, which I shall take a look into possibly next week. So where I'm sitting now, just over my shoulder, is the remains of what was a mill, and all that's left is really the stone foundations. And here's a couple of pictures just to give you an idea. So I've moved just further along the path a little bit, as the noise of the river probably overtake my voice, so hopefully it's not too distracting in the background. Interestingly enough, this is still the River Devon, so it seems to be, no matter where I go, the draw of the Devon always seems to bring me back. So it gives you an idea of how far this river actually stretches before it hits the Forth at Stirling. But it's a really, really nice spot, a classic woodland walk, and I owe a debt of thanks to my brother-in-law, who's a trail and hill runner, who found this spot whilst out running one day and thought it'd be a great backdrop for one of my videos. So cheers Will, you were spot on. It's truly is a great spot, and an excellent viewpoint when I turn my chair around to enjoy a bowl. So that leads me on to what's in the bowl, and I've gone for some Solani Silver Flake, which was given to me by a friend of mine, which was already at that time aged 4 years. And the Solani Flake, after doing a bit of research, is it's caused a bit of a debate. Some people say there's a slight topping on it. Some people have even mentioned whiskey, which I'm not sure about. I don't pick that up. There is a sweetness to it, but the official description says no topping, so I guess we go with that. It's a nice mixture of Virginias, there's dark red and yellow, as well as some dark fired Kentucky, which gives it a little bit of spiciness. As I said, I found a little bit of sweetness coming through, but also found it to be a very creamy smoke, which is really, really nice, really pleasurable. I don't know if anyone else has experienced that, but that's definitely what's coming through for me. And yeah, as I say, finding that a joy to smoke, and in a place like this, right in the middle of the woods, it's just fantastic. It's hard to pinpoint when this mill was actually in use. It's quite hard to find any reference to it. The only reference I could find is that Linn Mill was mentioned in an ordnance survey in around about 1882-84, described as a small parish just outside Alloa in Clackmannanshire, and remains the same in 2022. But yeah, so these woods are centuries old, and it's always a great feeling to walk through woods with ages like that. So yeah, another nice spot on the Shearer Smokes list. So yeah, the sun has just come out behind the clouds, and what a great day off it's turned out to be. Been blessed with the weather the past couple of weeks, so yeah, hopefully that will continue into next week, as I'm back to work tomorrow, back-to-back double shifts, so it'll be next week before I can get out on a full day off. And as I say, I think I'm going to go over to the other side of the woods and check out these remaining brickworks and see what there is to see. But as for today, I'm just going to kick back and enjoy what's left in the bowl. I'm going to turn the chair around, and this will be my view as I enjoy the rest of my pipe. So all that remains for me is to say thanks again for tuning in. If you have time, go and give 13 Pipes a wee check out. He's just enjoyed a couple of cigars for the first time, and he's put up a nice couple of videos on his experience, and as a cigar smoker myself, I found them really enjoyable, so well worth checking out. I hope you're all having a good week so far, enjoy the upcoming weekend. As I say, I'm looking forward to just chilling here, and on that happy note, as always, until next time, my name's Shearer. Enjoy your smokes.